Also, I don't need anything there. So now it is time to head back up to Firelink Shrine. What will we be doing next, you ask? Well, we are going to go to the Undead Asylum. And I will probably cut it after that. I don't know. But we'll see all in due time. Maybe I will head to the forest and I'll fight Sith. Because I do have to fight Sith. And that is one of the most depressing boss fights in the game, because it's kind of fucked up. Also, if you don't know the backstory to Sith, which I did look up in my free time because I was wondering, like, what the hell was going on? Why was he, you know, guarding that grave? Which there's a lot. If you don't know who Artorias is, you're probably gonna want to look it up. It's really good, and also if you play the DLC, and you do, because you have a chance to save him in the DLC. If you save him, he recognizes you later on in the game when you go to that spot if you haven't already fought him. But when you do, it's even worse because the cutscene changes and then it is even more depressing. So it's just wonderful. So I'd recommend going to look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's really good. There's some deep lore with this game, and I haven't been looking too much of it up. I mean, I looked up Sith. And I looked up, what's his face? Gwyn. But Gwyn didn't have much, because most of his stuff is explained at the beginning of the game and the cutscene, so. But, yeah, if you haven't looked up the lore, I do recommend looking up the lore, because it's really good. I'd compare it to games such as, Skyrim lore and stuff, because, you know, or not Skyrim lore, but Elder Scrolls lore. Because I know those are really interesting, and a lot of people like those. But there's a ton of good stuff going about that game, or this game. I really love it, honestly. Like, I was kind of skeptical at first, you know. I heard about it all the time, you know, like, oh shit, there's a guy behind me. If it's fully frames, buddy, and your buddy's gonna die right behind you. Oh shit, back up, back up, back up. Oh god, that was close. Oh no, roll. Yeah, my rolling skills aren't too good, so I gotta be really careful here. Also, these guys can cause poison, which sucks ass. Or is it toxic? I think it's poison, but I could be wrong. Because I know their dung pies cause toxic, so these guys might actually cause toxic. The notification kind of looks like poison, though, when he hits me, a little bar. But he's dead, so it doesn't matter. And we'll be taking a flask. Large club, nice. But at any rate, the lore is good. What was I saying after that? Something about this game. Oh yeah, I had heard so much about this game. I just kept hearing it since 2011 when it first released. And I did see Demon Souls, and I played very little of it, but I will not be doing a playthrough of that because I've heard a lot about that game, it being the hardest of the Souls games. I haven't played through it, so I don't think people would want to watch me die over and over and over again. But I could be wrong. But I will not be playing through Demon Souls at all. But yeah, I heard a lot back when it first released. And, you know, I heard it was like, oh, it's the hardest game ever, it's the hardest game ever. I was like, yeah, it probably isn't that hard. You're probably all just, like, fucking casuals. And then I played it, and I kind of understood. I was like, yeah, this game is pretty hard. And the only reason it's really hard is because, you know, sometimes it gives you the odds against you, which, obviously, they always do. Also, she's alive. She would be dead if I came back here and I didn't kill, what's his face? Lawtrek, or Lautrec, I don't know how to say his name. But when I first played, I was like, this is kind of difficult, but then also, I found it not difficult once you kind of learned what to do here. Because there is a very steep learning curve. Also, let's talk to this guy first, because he has some
Did you ring the second bell?
Dialogue here.
That is incredible, I must say. But now, we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
So as you can tell, he's kind of getting pissed off. He's like, whoa, there's no new problem.
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
So I don't know much about this character. I don't really like him because he is kind of a dick to you, and but he is one of the only ones that gives you direction. If you talk to him, he actually kind of gives you a direction where to go. He's like, you need to ring both bells, and he's like, one's above, one's below, and that didn't really help me all too much because the first time I played above, I was like, okay, so maybe there's maybe it's up there. And I went over there, and then I got killed a couple times. You guys kind of saw it the first time I played. But then after I cut that out, I didn't know where to go. Like, I went up those stairs, I figured out where to go. I think you guys saw that. And actually, no, you guys didn't, because I did a lot on my own when I first recorded. After the first 3 parts. So, I ran up there. I went around, got up there, and it took me forever to figure out where to go, and I kept dying because I wasn't too good at the game, and I didn't know blocking was necessary, and I didn't know a lot of the armor and stuff and weapons, and I didn't have this baby. I had a stupid longsword that was almost broken. And I got to the Undead Parish, I skipped a lot of enemies, and I got in the thing, linked it back here, and eventually, after like 50 tries, I finally killed the Bell Gargoyles. Or the Belfry Gargoyles, I think that's their actual name. And I beat him, and then after that, I had no idea where the fuck to go. Like, he's like, yeah, you rang the first bell, good job. And he's like, now you gotta go ring the second bell. And also, there's the item I need later. And I had no idea what the fuck to do. Like, honestly, I thought you were supposed to go down here, use the transient curses, and fight those ghosts. And I did, but when I did that, I died like so many times. I'm like, this is stupid. Why is this so difficult? And I was like, that's probably not the way to go. So I come up here, and I went to the catacombs, and that was just ass rape there. That was terrible. So I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So finally I just looked it up, because I didn't know where to go. And I totally forgot I had a basement key. And there was like a basement right next to where the wyvern is, on that bridge. So I finally figured out where to go. But it was pretty bad. Also, this guy's here now.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can use your manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
No, I don't find magic unsavory.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Pyromancy Flame.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
No, I'm good. Also, I really like his
Be
accent.
safe, friend. Don't you dare go alone.
I actually can't think of... I think it's British, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. If anybody wants to tell me what accent that is, because I'm pretty sure it is British, but I could be wrong. Pyromancy Flame, which we will not be using. I wonder where that is, actually. So, probably be under here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can use that to... I only need 4 strength for that, actually. I kind of want to try it out, but here. Let's go over here. And let's use it. I like how my guy's like, well, I don't know. It's like, don't know how to use it? Is that it? Don't I have to have, like... Oh, yeah, I have to have attunement slots. That's right. I don't have any attunement slots, so that's not good. Well, sorry, buddy, but I'm going to be sacrificing your thing to King Secret Frampt over here. Hey, buddy.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Secret Frampt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Why, yes, I do.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn,
Okay.
so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Oh boy. My favorite part of the game. The fucking
I am
dragon
pleased
archers.
to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Now, this is the best part. You could feed him stuff. Also, I have a Titanite slab? Where did I get that from? Whatever. Alright, feed item. I won't be feeding him sunlight metals. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I could probably give him here. Egg vermifuge. Remove parasitic egg from body. I don't know how you get that, but I will be selling 2 of them. Fire bombs I will not be using whatsoever, especially black fire ones. Also, this is the most annoying part of the game because he constantly does the roaring whenever he eats it. I won't be getting rid of that because I might need that. And as for lightning, I don't know if I'll need that, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Learning skulls I can get rid of. Soul of a Lost Undead, I will give him those because I know I get more for using those. Same thing with these. But once we get to Nameless Soldiers, I can't be doing that. Proud Knight, no. This is where I start using them, is because I think you can get more for giving this to him. One for Q-Log Soul, and Gwyn, I think, you're, like he said, he was a close friend to Gwyn. Originally you get 20,000, but now you get 40,000, so hell yes, you were getting that, buddy. There you go. And I won't be giving you any humanity, and no shards. But you will be getting a lot of my other weapons, which I will not be using. So, like short sword, long sword, bolter side sword. I did upgrade this for the shits and giggles, but I don't need it, so I'm getting rid of that for 5,000. I will be keeping the fire claymore though. Goodbye Black Knight sword. Goodbye Great sword. Goodbye Mailbreaker, battle axe, butcher knife, tail axe, great axe. Dragon King Great Axe, look at that. Also, he likes dragon weapons. But I will be getting rid of most of these because I don't need them. I need that Divine Halberd, though. Gargoyles Halberd, Titanite Catch Pole, goodbye, Black Knight Halberd. I don't know, like, because I started upgrading this, but I have the Black Bow of Ferris, and as you can see, the composite bow does more damage, but it doesn't do as much, like, this has a scaling up S in dexterity. So, that's really good, honestly, and I don't think that would be much better if I fully upgraded it. But I don't know, honestly. I could be wrong. So, I won't be feeding him the composite bow just in case it is better. The Pyromancy Flame, goodbye. Target Shield, goodbye. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be getting rid of, so if you want to skip ahead, let me go ahead. Otherwise, you can see the stuff I'm going to be feeding, because I won't be using any of this. Black Knight Shield and these other weapons. As for arrows, I need the poison arrows. Actually, I don't know if I can use those on New Game Plus. There's a certain part in Anor Londo which I may not be able to use them on. Also, these give me a lot of souls, which is really good.